Hi guys, so I would like to make one reflection which I thought moments ago about that I feel like the men's are making me weaker. It's nothing about men's nothing against them. I really love men's, but anytime I'm kind of like with men, I remember myself uh, being more vulnerable, more weak, emotionally. So if I have difficulties, I crawl down on his shoulder and I actually dive into the bad emotion more deeper. Even if he wants to help me, he gives me his shoulder, and I feel like if I'm alone, I have to deal with that, and I have to fight not to drown, not to suffer. And if I want him, um, the wish to help me, it makes me actually the contrary effect. Like, it's nice to be held by someone when you are down, but you, I don't feel like more powerful. I feel like a little child and feel less power then, and less ability to deal with the pain. And although uh, what I see around myself, like the man's, I don't feel really any power in them. Maybe I'm with the wrong circle of people, but like I don't feel this masculinity, this something that would feed my energy. I have some very uh like let's say like not really deep relationships, right? And all of that, they just in the end draining me from energy. I feel like the men's, they are just using the woman power to take, and then they go and they leave, and they just put their weight on her, like complain about life and stuff. mm, it's really like becoming heavy for me to be with a man. And I was just thinking about that, why I have this experience, why this effect it has on me. Maybe I'm wrong. It's really nothing against men, but I think nowadays the men's, they don't know how to use their energy properly, probably, or how to give the power to the woman, not only take, like that it should be the exchange of energy, And I always feel um, more disturbed, disconcentrated for myself. I feel that I don't have time for myself, for doing my things when I'm dedicated to men's, that I'm losing contact with my child, that I'm chaotic, more like my mind is into them, and I cannot concentrate on myself and my destiny and my metas, my uh, seal, what I have to do in my life. And mm, I don't know why. It's probably that I didn't find the right one. I could feel from one of my ex-boyfriends, I felt really like support, but in only one way. On the other side, it was also draining me, and it was uh, like uh, breaking me down. Right. I could not go on with the power I had, really how I would like to. But when I left him, I realized that he was supporting me in many ways, many things. I had really big support from him. Like, we actually were doing whatever I wanted to do, so he really helped me to do that. And since then, I didn't found a man who would be like helping me really, like that I would feel charged after to be with him, that I would feel like supported, that I would feel understood, and that I would feel uh, like lifted up physically, emotionally, or psychologically, mentally. I mean, no, spiritually. I cannot find this feeling with men anymore. Like, I'm very grateful to be alone right now because suddenly the things which I want to happen are happening, and maybe some of them that are not I'm not really concentrated on, they're not happening, and I'm pushing them away for now. I know there is some gifts and some uh like yeah, some gifts and some things I don't use now. I don't do them, but because I'm concentrated more in physically building the house and properly and making this is very fulfilling for me right now. I really like that job, and that's mostly like main job, and I feel like I do it anyway better without man, and I do it, and I don't know. I would like to know your opinion because it's just thought without result, right? It's just there, this feeling that I just went through like many um situations and many moments in my life with men, and this is was the result what I felt like. So I was getting conscious that men's in general, like, they make me weak, vulnerable, and not really like softened, not really like more womanly. They make me really exhausted, drained. What I had here now in the last time relationships and even like friendships, I cannot really trust anyone. I cannot really take their word real. I don't really have friends. Like, there is no one I can rely on, really. There is no one I could really 100% trust, and no one that would help me. I, it's for me like shocking because I guess this never happened in my life before. Like, I don't know if it's more me, like, because I stopped all drugs and alcohol. I'm not like blaming myself or getting disconnected and like making myself to feel this, right? Because if you take supporters drugs and stuff, you feel more sexual, you feel more attracted, you feel like it's more playful, right? And when you see it with a clear eye, maybe it's not anymore so interesting to like have any relation with someone which is not like for you um benefiting you in nothing. No, yeah, like, I don't know, maybe I'm more selective, maybe my limits are set too straight, that I'm like intolerant to everyone because I cannot stand anymore any kind of shit, and that I'm not anymore resistant to it and not even want to be close to it because of all what happened before in my life. So I have been pretty damaged and I don't want this to happen anymore. So I'm like allergic to bullshit. I don't know. I don't know if this is me, that I have two straight conditions right now, or it's just that the men's in general, they're not feeding the woman with energy more, they are like taking. Can it be like take and go? I don't know. Tell me your opinion, tell me your story. I would be glad to hear it from you. Let's talk about this giving and taking and masculine and feminine powers, if you like. Thank you very much. Bye.